Hello and good afternoon and welcome to another Open Mic Broadcast Network production here in Prairie View, Texas, where we're getting ready and set for Game 3 between the Texas Southern Tigers and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Texas Southern was victorious in Game 1 by a score of 13-3 in Prairie View, coming down 6 to come out victorious in Game 2 by a score of 8-6. As teams are getting ready, coaches are meeting at home plate for the typical meeting before the game. Today's umpires for today's contest, home plate will be Steve Pullbrook. First base umpire will be Chris Booker, and then third base will be Eric Davis. Get the starting lineups here for today's contest, starting off with the visiting Texas Southern Tigers, who come in with the overall record 5-6, 2-1 in conference play. Leading off, the number 5, playing center field, Jordan Viado, comes in with a .300 batting average in conference play. Batting second, playing first base, wearing number 0, will be CJ Castillo, comes in with .364 batting average. Batting third hole, wearing number 6, a designated hitter, Jason Lasso, comes in with a .154 batting average. Batting cleanup, playing third base, wearing number 2, Jaden Jones, comes in with hot hand, batting .462 in conference play. Batting 5, playing left field, wearing number 16 will be Nen Burns, batting .385. Playing right field, wearing number 31, Nazir Frederick, batting .400. Playing shortstop will be wearing number 4, Shannon Martin, comes in with a .286 batting average. Batting 8th, playing catcher will be Michael Goodrow, comes in with a .444 batting average. And then we're going to have playing second base, batting 9th hole, going to be Jonathan Trejo. It'll be his first start in conference play. Starting pitcher for the Tigers will be Josiah Castro. Josiah Castro has an overall record of 0-3. His first start in conference play, comes in with an 11.63 ERA overall. And Tigers are coming in led by manager Michael Robinson. Assistant coach for the Tigers will be Charles Guillory. Ricky Rayo, Brown. And now for starting lineup for Prairie View Panthers. Leading off for the Panthers, playing right field, playing number 44, Michael Smith, freshman, batting .333. Batting second, playing center field, number 16, Garrison Wise, the junior, batting .347. Playing left field, playing number 18, Michael Boudreaux, sophomore, batting .312.
Third baseman, number 14.
Wearing number 26, batting cleanup for the Panthers. Playing first base will be Marshall Jonas, the senior, batting .284. Batting 5 hole, the designated hitter, number 24, Tyler Norris, junior, batting .312. Batting 6 hole, playing third base. Play number 14 will be Benjamin Yadler, senior out of Central Texas, wearing batting
On the mound for the
143.
Panthers, number 9, Preston
Batting seventh hole.
Allen.
Playing shortstop for the Panthers, wearing number 2
Head coach for the
Lee
Panthers,
Allen,
Antoine Rick.
junior, batting
Assistant
287.
by Ryan White and Happy Mason.
Catcher, wearing number 4,
Now we ask
leading the
you to
start
please
will
rise
be
and
Paul
move your hands
Castro, the
for
senior,
the flag of the national
batting
and remain standing for the flag to lift every voice.
059.
Yeah.
and playing second will be Isaac DeVilla, wearing number 7, junior, batting 333, playing tribute to Old Glory. So we'll take a step, and we'll be right back right after this. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, here to Tangley Field Stadium. Game 3 between the Tigers and the Panthers. Today's starter for the Panthers, it's going to be number 9, a right-hander out of Sugar Land, Texas, Preston Allen, 6'3", junior, transfer out of Coastal Bend College. He's going to get today's start and nod in Game 3. This is his first start in conference play. Takes the field is 330. Down left field, right field lines, 370. Down left and right field, center field, gaps. And 405, dead center field. Starting temperature for today's contest, 72 degrees. Windy, partly cloudy outside. The wind's blowing up to 19 miles per hour, blowing southeast and straight towards center field. So the ball will carry in today's contest. But we are getting set here. Fans steady making their way here to Tangley State Field. But other than that, some good weather here for some baseball. Lead off for the Tigers will be Jordan Viado. Viado comes in batting 300. 10 at bats, 10 runs, 3 hits, 1 RBI in conference play so far. He's going to get the duties of playing center field as Mr. Castro has made throw down to second, and we're getting set to get Game 3 underway.
Center field, number 5, Jordan Vidal.
Jordan Vidal comes in batting from the right-hand side. Lee in the windup, getting set. Takes a couple of deep breaths and gets ready to lock it in, chunks in, and first pitch is going to be outside. Viado was going around to show bunt, but pulled back. Ball 1. Next offering is going to be fouled off. Panthers dugout for strike number 1. Allen quickly works now. Sets fired off with a breaking ball, but it's going to miss outside. Now Viado's heading count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Allen. Next offering is going to be fouled off. Straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now here to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Giambre was playing evenly with the bag. Takes a step back now since he has 2 strikes, and Mr. Allen's next offer is going to be in the dirt. Now we're going to make it a full count. Allen gets a new ball now. He's set to go. Wind up kicks. Ball just a bit inside. And Viado will take first base on the 6-pitch walk. So now to bring up the first baseman, CJ Castillo. Castillo comes in batting 364. Batting from the right-hand side. Seattle, decent lead over there at first base. Allen's going to decide to pick off a temp over there, but Viado is back in safely. Now Allen working from the stretch. Another pick off attempt. That was a bit closer, but Viado's back in safely. It's that same is Chris Booker over there at first base, the umpire for today. Now Allen comes set. Now going to be another attempt back at first base, but Viado's back in there safely once again. Now Allen in the stretch, comes set, takes a peek back over at first base, kicks, fires, and it's going to be in for a strike. Dropped by Castro for a second, but not far enough for Viado to advance. Castillo did square around to signal he was trying to get himself up for a sacrifice, but we have a stoppage in the play right now. Already, Michael Robertson, the manager's head coach, is talking. There's already been a warning. And already Michael Robertson is getting a warning in this contest. Mr. Robertson was tossed yesterday in this contest. Bottom of the 7th inning. And now already walking on a tight rope here in game number 3. It's a rivalry matchup, so it already feels a little bit heated up here. That is Chris Booker giving the warning to the Texas Southern sideline over here. So now we get set to go back here. No balls. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to CJ Castillo. Allen kicks, fires. Ball going to be outside. Going to make it 2 balls and 1 strike now to the Tigers' first baseman. Allen comes set. Now fires up. It's going to be a line drive. It's going to be caught by a softly line drive, and they're going to get Mr. Viado caught up. That's going to be a double play. So now, just like that, quickly 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. Now it's going to bring up designated hitter Jason Lasso. Lasso takes a ball 1. Ball's a bit high. Next offering going to be down in the dirt. So ball 2. Texas Southern coming in wearing the gray uniforms with the maroon number outlined with the white. As the home team Panthers coming in wearing the purple tops, white pants, stripe going down the side of the pants, yellow and purple. And this next offering from Allen's going to miss in the dirt. Now it's going to make it 3 balls and no strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter. Allen from the windup, next kick in, it's going to be another walk. 2. The designated hitter now is going to bring up the third baseman, number 2, Jaden Jones. Small lead over there for Mr. Lazo at their first base. That next pitch for Mr. Allen, first pitch swinging was Mr. Jaden Jones, but he's going to line out to the second baseman, Isaac Davila, and that's going to retire the Tigers
first for the Tigers. There were no
Tigers.
runs, no hits, no errors. The one left on
down.
base.
No hits,
Your score,
no runs,
Texas Southern, 0.
no errors, one runner left on base.
0.
Are we going to the bottom of first? First innings being brought to you by the PRAIRIE Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986.
April 7th through 3rd.
For more information on how to become a member, dial 936-857-5817. Ask for Greg Austin. So we're going to step away, take a quick break. Texas Southern was scoreless in their first half. We'll see what the Panthers can do. Their first crack of things here in Game 3. Remind you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers getting their first crack of things here at the bottom half of the first inning, coming in with a record of 12-13. 4-1 overall in SWAC, led by Antoine Ribbons. Lead off for the Panthers now will be number 44 playing right field, Michael Smith. Michael Smith takes first pitch and for a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Quickly is working Josiah Castro in the windup set. Kick fires. Next one's going to hit the outside corner. And for a strike number 2. Michael Smith disagreeing with the call. So is the PV Nation faithful. But nevertheless, there's no balls and 2 strikes. Next kicks. It's going to be a soft ground ball. Hit to second base. Covered by Joseph Trejo. He's going to retire
Center fielder number 16.
Mr. Smith on a 3-pitch at bat right there. On the 4-3 put out. So now going to bring up the center fielder, number 16, Garrison Wise. Garrison Wise comes in batting from the right-hand side. Takes first pitch inside. Ball 1. Castro's next pitch is going to be taken right down the middle for strike number 1. Even the count up now at 1 ball and 1 strike to the Panthers center fielder. Castro now works down, deals, and going to offer a breaking ball is going to miss down in the dirt. Now make the count 2 balls with 1 strike to Mr. Wise. Pitch clock down 11 seconds now. Josiah Castro offers up another breaking ball, but Garrison Wise is going to take a swing and a miss on it. Even up the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castro's next one's going to be a soft hit ground ball to the shortstop, Shannon Martin. Shannon Martin's going to retire away Mr. Wise. So now,
next at bat, left fielder number 18.
Bring up
Michael
number 18, left fielder, Michael Burrows. Burrows comes in batting from the right-hand side. Josiah's first offering to Michael Burrows is going to miss high. And for ball 1. Josiah's next offering is up. Taking inside, call for a strike. Even up to count 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Burrows. Josiah quickly works now. Someone next offering going to be taking low. They count 2 balls or 1 strike. Josiah Castro now. His next offering, breaking ball, but couldn't catch the inside of the plate. Almost buckled Mr. Burrows for a second, but that's going to make the count 3 balls and 1 strike now. Next offering is going to be a shot in the gap by Mr. Burrows. This is going to be down. He's going to for sure have two. Playing it off the wall is Viado. He's going to get this in quickly into Martin. Ball got away from Martin, but Mr. Burrows is going to be in with the stand-up double.
Number 24, Tyron.
So now we're going to bring up
Corrections. First baseman, number 26.
the first baseman,
Marshall
Jonas. Jonas trying to see if we can keep this inning alive with 2 outs. Senior batting from the right-hand side. Castro's first offering is going to be a swing and a miss by Mr. Jonas, making count. No balls and 1 strike. Decent lead over there at second base is Burrows, and next offering is going to be a shot. Going to take a hop off of the third baseman, Jaden Jones, and it's going to scamper out to the outfield, and Mr. Burrows is going to be able to score. Come around to score on that one, so it's going to be an E5
Number 24
on the hit by Jonas.
Norris.
Ball took a hop off of Jones's glove. Off of Jones's glove at third base. Got out to the outfield. Burrows was able to come around from second to score. So now it's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 24, Tyron Norris, for the Panthers. Pick off a tip over there. Check in on Mr. Jonas. Back in safely now. First offering from Castro to Mr. Norris, a swing and a miss, and now make it count, no balls and 1 strike. Norris, the right-hander, is going to take another one. Breaking ball's going to fall in for strike number 2. Now quickly, ahead is Castro on Norris, no balls, 2 strikes. Next one's going to miss outside. It's going to make the count. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castro's offering is going to be fouled off.
Heads up. Foul ball.
Make the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Panthers on top now by a score of 1-0. Next off is going to be in the dirt, but blocked well by Mr. Gradeau. Keeping Mr. Jonas there at first base. It's going to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Castro's next off is going to be another one that's going to come up short, but blocked well once again by Mr. Gradeau. Now it's going to make the count full. So Mr. Castro is going to come off of his holding Mr. Jonas. Mr. Jonas will be on the run here right now. Mr. Castro's next one's going to be a swing and a miss. Down goes on strikes. Does Mr. Norris. So that will conclude 1 inning of play with
At the bottom of the first inning for the
Panthers
with
with
1
1 run,
2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Your score: Tigers
1 hit,
0, Prairie A&M
1 error,
1.
and 1 runner left on base. We go to the top of the second inning. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And now up to bat to lead off for Texas Southern Tigers will be left fielder number 16, Nin Burns. Nin Burns working from the right-hand side. First pitch.
Foul ball.
It's going to be fouled off And now is ahead. Working is Mr. Brandon Allen. Preston Allen's next offering going to be a swing and a miss. So now to make the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 2. Mr. Den Burns, and then Mr. Allen's next offering is going to be down in the dirt. Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Preston in the windup now. Next one look like just a bit outside. Make the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one's going to be the ball's going to be stopped by the shortstop. It's going to be no play. It hit between Mr. Benjamin Yarbrough and Lee Allen. Plays rolling to his left, backhanded, but couldn't put enough off of it to get there to first base. So Mr. Burns is going to be credited for a hit on that one. So now let's bring up the right fielder, number 31, Nazar Frederick. Small lead for Burns on there at first base. Allen takes a peek at him. Frederick squares around to show bunt. The next one's going to miss low. Popped out of the glove of Castro. But then runs back to first base. Make the count 1 ball, no strikes. Allen in the windup. Quick release. Ball's going to miss high and outside now. Make the count 2 balls, no strikes now. Allen working from the stretch. Trying to throw off the hitter's timing. Every now and then he would come with a quick delivery, and that time slowed it down. But this next offering is going to miss. Down in the dirt. Make it 3 balls and no strikes now. Preston Allen next offering is going to be called for a strike. Make the count 3 balls and 1 strikes now. Three, 1, 2. Next one's going to be a pop up, straight back. Don't know if it's going to be in play, and it's going to be just close. Mr. Castro tried to make a play on it, but ran out of real estate last second. PV fans giving Castro a round of applause for the effort right there. Would have been a tough play to try to come up with it. Running into the third base dugout. Just ran out of room, but nevertheless, it's going to make it a full count here to Mr. Frederick. See if they put Mr. Burns on the go. Allen comes set, kicks, fires. Burns is on the run, but that ball's going to miss down in the dirt. So now we got runners at first and second.
Shortstop before.
Still nobody out here in the top of the second. Now it's going to bring up to bat shortstop number 4, Shannon Martin. Panthers lined up straight up the middle, double play formation, trying to see if they can get 2 out of this one. Mr. Yarbrough is going to be turned around to receive this bunt. He's going to let that one just roll foul. So Mr. Martin is trying to get himself up, but couldn't keep that one in play. So go back and do things all over again. Mr. Yarbrough now is going to be leveled up evenly with the bag. Might come in a few steps in. See that Mr. Martin has indicated that he's trying to get himself up to move those runners, advance those runners a bag. See if the Panthers can at least try and get 1 out of it. So far in the series, they haven't been able to defensively handle the Tigers when they squared around the bunt. Now his next offer is going to be a bunt fielded by Allen. Coming off the mound is going to fire a strike over there. First base to retire Martin on the sacrifice flop bunt. So now he's going to advance the runners to second and third.
Catcher number 32, Michael Guido.
Now to bring up the catcher, Michael Guido. One out here in the top of the second. Tigers knocking on the door to at least tie this game up here. Pressing Allen, working from the stretch. Comes set, kicks, fires. Ball's going to miss low and away. For ball number 1. Corners in for the Panthers, trying to see if anything hit. Trying to protect the sacrifice safety squeeze. And this next one is going to miss high and outside now. Make the count 2 balls and no strikes. And now Castro wants to call time to go talk to his starter. Trying to get him settled down right now in the situation. You got to run it on second and third, 1 out. Trying to see if we can get at least a ground ball. Try to keep those runners where they are for the Panthers. Fly ball won't hurt neither. He's trying to find a way to get 2 outs here. 2-0 is the count here to Michael Guido, the catcher. Next one's going to miss outside, make it 3 balls and no strikes. Wouldn't be a bad idea. You do have a base open. Mess around, just give it to him. Set up a play at any base. And now Preston next one's going to miss outside. And Guido is going to advance on the base on ball. So now we have the bases loaded with the freshman Jonathan Trejo up to bat, and head coach Antoine Wiggins is going to make out, call time for a mound visit. Right now we currently see some activity in the Panthers bullpen. Some relievers over there getting stretched out, not necessarily throwing just yet. Coach Wiggins is trying to get his starter settled down here. Got 1 out, bases loaded. And the freshman for the Tigers is up to the test. It's his first start here in the conference play. Coach Robertson is looking to throw in an extra spark plug for his offense. Went with the freshman. Now, home plate umpire dismisses Mr. Riggins in the meeting now, and we're going to get ready to get things set back here. Bases loaded for Preston Allen. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Preston comes set, kicks, fires, and Trejo's going to take 1 in for a strike. Corners in again, still for the Panthers. Second and shortstop playing up the middle, trying to see if they can roll one. The next one's going to be blocked in the dirt by Castro to keep runners where they are. Now it's going to make the count 1 ball and 1 strikes now to the Tigers' second baseman. Allen comes set, kicks, deals. Ball's going to miss outside. Make the count now, 2 balls and 1 strikes. So far, these Panthers are having to work behind in the count a lot in the series. So trying to see if they can quickly try and get out of this one, turn things around. So next offer is going to be a check swing. Tried to hold up, but Mr. Trejo pulled too much around. Going to be called for the strike. So we'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Mr. Trejo. Allen comes set, kicks, fires, and this is going to be a line drive up the middle. And Mr. Trejo's going to come through. They're going to turn around and hold Frederick at third. So that's going to tie up this contest at 1 apiece. And the freshman comes through for the Tigers. Now it's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Tigers will be Jordan Viado. Jordan Viado walked his first one. It's going to be an infield fly on the first offering from Mr. Allen. That's going to retire Mr. Viado on the first pitch swinging.
First baseman, number 0, CJ Castillo.
So now it's going to bring up first baseman, CJ Castillo. Brandon's next, Preston's next offering is going to be for a strike. Make the count now. No balls, 1 strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Next offering is going to be a fly ball. It's going to be hit down the line. It'll be caught. It's going to be in play. It's going to be a fair ball. It's going to be a clearing the bases. Preston's coming to Trejo's going to make his way to come around from first to score. And Castillo comes in with the base clearing double. As the home plate umpire is issuing that Texas Southern get back in their dugout, as they were given a warning earlier in the bottom of the first inning, but now Texas Southern Tigers have regained a lead here in game number 3, lead now by a score of 3-1. Excuse me, be 4-1. So now it's going to be the next offer is going to be a high flying ball hit to the right fielder, and that's Smith trying to camp underneath it, and he's going to do just that. So that's going to retire the Tigers. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Give you the bottom of the second inning. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers were able to pick up 4 runs off 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Top of the second inning, and now the Panthers coming here.
Now coming to the plate for the Panthers.
Trying to see if they can come back and take the lead here.
Ybarra.
Now it's going to bring up the third baseman, Benjamin Yarbrough. Playing third base here. 4-1 is our score here in the top of second inning now. Josiah Castro's back out there working for the Tigers. First pitch is going to be a swing and a miss, making no balls and 1 strike. Josiah working from the windup.
Heads up.
Next one's going to be fouled in the foul territory, left field. Quickly now is ahead is Josiah Castro. No balls and 2 strikes. So now Josiah sets, kicks. Slider's going to miss up in the zone. Make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castro quickly gets one. It's going to be a chopper hit towards shortstop. It's going to be a bounce throw. Well scooped over there by Castillo. That's going to retire Mr. Yamura on the 6-3 put out. So now it's going to bring up the shortstop, number 2, Lee Allen. Lee Allen comes in batting .287 in conference play. Panthers shortstop trying to see if they can get something started and going to lay down bunt here, but it's going to be retrieved by Bordeaux. It's going to be able to retire Mr. Lee Allen on the 2-3 put out.
Next at bat.
Quickly is
Number 4.
there are 2 outs now
Castro.
here in the inning. Only 4 pitches thrown in this second inning. Quickly are there 2 outs. The X1 first pitch swinging is Mr. Castro. And Mr. Castro is going to be on base with a 2-out base knock for the Panthers.
Second baseman, number 7, Isaac Davila.
So now it's going to bring up the second baseman, number 7, Isaac Davila. Now, pick-off attempt over there to check on Paul Castro, Panthers catcher. Back in safely, so now it's going to have Josiah working in from the stretch. Comes set. Kicks, deals, fires balls. Offering's going to be in the dirt. Blocked by Bordeaux. Back safely to first base is Castro. Make the count now. 1 ball and no strikes. 2. Panthers second baseman on deck for the Panthers. Leadoff hitter number 44, Michael Smith. Josiah's next offering is in for a ball. It's high. 2 balls and no strikes now to Mr. Davila. Panthers looking to try to cut this deficit down, being patient, showing great plate discipline right now. As Davila's going to look in another ball. It's going to miss outside, so now he's heading to count 3 ball, no strikes. See if he has take sign here. Josiah. His next offering is going to be in. Just Davila did just that. He's going to take a ball. They called for a strike. Make it count now. 3 balls with 1 strike. Small lead over there for Mr. Paul Castro. As in this next offering for Josiah Castro. Thought it caught the inside of the plate from his reaction. Hit 2 inside. So there's going to be a ball for and Davila will be awarded first base with the walks. Now bring up Michael Smith, the right fielder. Michael Smith grounded out to second base, his first AB. Running on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Castro's first offering to Smith is going to miss low and away, making 1 ball with no strikes. Castro comes set. Set kicks, offers a breaking ball. It's going to miss outside. Make it 2 balls and no strikes now to the Panther leadoff. It's a huge hole right now between third and shortstop. So Smith can get one through there. Pick off a tip. There's going to be a balk issued to Mr. Castro. As now the runners will advance it back, moving them to second and third now. So Castro with the costly mental error right there, balking. So now he's going to work from the windup here. Next one's going to be a breaking ball. It's going to miss outside. Now it's going to make it 3 balls and no strikes now to Michael Smith. Panthers are threatening to knock on the door. 2 outs. There is time called. And looks like Coach Robinson is just going to go ahead and give Mr. Smith the free pass. And looks like Mr. Robinson wants to talk things over with Castro. There's no activity going on right now in the Texas Southern bullpen right now, but we will keep a close eye right there as Mr. Castro is trying to work himself out of a jam right now. Bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And now it's going to bring up to bat number 16, Garrison Wise. Garrison Wise grounded out to shortstop, his first at AB. So now base hit. Can at least get 2 in now. So Josiah Castro working in from this windup, and this first one's going to miss inside. Castro shaking his head, disagreeing with the home plate umpire, Stephen Pulbrook. Hit 1 ball and no strikes. Next breaking ball from Castro will fall in there for a strike. Taking up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. Garrison Wise next one's going to ground the ball up to Mr. Jonathan Trohon, and he's going to just flip this one over to Shannon Martin to retire the Panthers. So the Panthers get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left on base. We're going to go to top of the 3rd inning. Reminding you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, home of student athletics. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Tankersley Field. Up to bat will be leading off third baseman number 2, Jaden Jones for the Tigers. Preston Allen, the starter, still out there working for the Panthers, and his first one's going to drop in for a strike. Now, no balls, 1 strikes to Mr. Jones. Preston, next offering is going to be in on the outside. Making now no balls and 2 strikes now to the third baseman. Preston gets his side. Now Wine sets. This next offering will be off in the dirt. Making now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Preston's come set. Next one's going to be in the dirt as well, so now it's going to make the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Preston Allen's pitch is going to be a soft chopper, tough play for Yabra to try and field it. He's not going to be able to have a throw on it. So it's going to be a base hit, infield hit for
Number 16, Big Burns.
Mr. Jones. Now it's going to bring up Nen Burns. Nen Burns takes a hack at the first one. That one foul straight back. Now it's down. No balls, one strike. Crediting Mr. Jones, that last one, an error, issued it to Mr. Yarborough. So Mr. Burns' next punt will be popped up in the air, but Mr. Jones and Allen nearly collided, but avoided any serious damage. But Mr. Allen was able to come off the mound and make a spectacular play, actually, for a pitcher to retrieve, get the bunt that was bunted in the air to retire away. Mr. Burns was trying to get himself up, but was unable to do so successfully. So now it's going to bring up the right fielder, number 31, Mr. Nazar Frederick. Mr. Frederick walked his first AB. Next one's going to be a slow chopper off the mound, receiving in the west. Mr. Allen's going to flip it over to Mr. Jonas, and that's going to retire Mr. Frederick on the 1-3 put out. So quickly now is there 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. It's going to bring up to bat number 4, shortstop Shannon Martin. At second base is Jaden Jones. Allen comes set, takes a peek at Jaden Jones, fires first offering from Jaden. From Allen, it's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Allen. He's going to field that and strike over to Mr. Jonas to retire Mr. Martin. So the Tigers only pick up 1 hit, scored no runs, no errors.
At the end
1
of
runner left on base.
Texas Southern, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base.
Will
your score, TSU
take
4,
us to
PBMU
the bottom
1.
of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. It's going to be brought to you by the Panther Baggers. Panther Baggers serve student athletes since 1995.
Make sure you say the name.
For more information on how to become a member,
Purple and gold.
contact Dino Robertson at
Schedule 3 for 13, 4 p.m.
713-410-20.
Come out and enjoy all the pregame activities.
We'll take a quick break and be right back.
10 a.m.
We'll give you coverage of
located behind the Hobart
this
Building.
3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. We remind you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's going to bring up to bat for the Panthers, 3-hole hitter Michael Burrows. Burrows doubled his first AB back in the 1st inning. So Josiah Castro back out there working for the Tigers, and the first one's going to be missed on the dirt for ball number 1. So now count 1 ball, no strikes to Mr. Burrows. Josiah working from the right hand side. This next one's going to be a breaking ball that's going to be in the dirt once again. Now it's going to make the count 2 balls, no strikes. Still early in the game right now. It's going to be bottom of the 3rd inning. Texas Southern leading right now by a score 4-1. Brewers going to take a hack at this one's going to be a chopper over there to Mr. Jaden Jones, but he's going to be able to field it and retire Mr. Burrows.
Now coming to the plate
On the 5-3 put out.
Number 26, Marshall.
So now it's going to bring up the first baseman, Marshall Jonas. Jonas reached on with the error. The first thing that was able to bring Michael Burris to come around to score in today's first run of the contest. Now, Jonas takes a ball. First pitch, 1 ball, no strikes to the Panthers' first baseman. Josiah Castro deals. Ball's going to be below the knees now. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Josiah Castro now working quickly now. Comes set. Ball's going to be hit right back up the middle by Mr. Jonas. Seattle's going to throw that back in. Cut off by Mr. Martin, but Mr. Jonas is able to connect.
Next at bat for the Panthers, number 24.
1 out, 1 hit.
Tyron Norris.
Now it's going to bring up the designated hitter, Tyron Norris. Tyron Norris struck out swinging his first debut. And now there's going to be a quick lob over there to first base. Jonas maybe 2 steps away from the bag. Now Castro's come set, kicks, fires. This one's going to be low in the dirt for a ball 1 to Mr. Norris. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Panthers trailing by a score of 4-1. Norris takes another one. It's going to be called a strike on the outside corner right at the knees. Now it counts even at 1 ball, 1 strikes to the Panthers' designated hitter. Josiah comes set, delivers another strike in there on the outside corner. Now it's going to make it 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Pitch clock, 10 seconds now. Castro's comes set. Kicks, fires, fouled off of this one over there. Towards the first base dugout. Now it's going to make count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mr. Norris. Norris just looking to advance Mr. Jonas over there to second by any means necessary. So now Castro's getting ready, set to go. Comes set, delivers a ball. Is going to be taken up high. Missed by Castro up in the zone. So now it's going to make it the count full. Stoppage in the play right now. We're getting the account situated. So now we do have there's a stoppage in the play right now to try to get the count right. So it should be 2 balls and 2 strikes instead of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Same incident happened yesterday. So home plate umpire gets everything situated. That is Mr. Steve. Lets Panthers know it is 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So 2-2 pitch for Mr. Castro. Comes set, fires the ball's gonna be hit into right field. Jonas is going to hold at second. And Mr. Norris comes through with a 2-2 single.
3rd baseman, 14.
Now it's going to make it 1 out. The runners on first and second, bringing out the 3rd baseman, Benjamin Yarbrough. Benjamin Yarbrough. Grounded out to shortstop. His first debut. Castro steps off the mound. Jaden Jones giving defensive signal to his infield. So they all get on the same page from now. And set to go. Castro's come set. Checks Jonas over there. Shot's going to be down in the gap. Jonas is going to come around and score. They might hold Mr. Norris there at third, and they do just that. So Ybarra comes through and scores.
Now coming to the plate for the Panthers.
Jonas from second.
Number 2, Lee.
Norris advances all the way from third, from first. So now it's first and third with one out here in the bottom of the third inning. The score is 4-2. Texas Southern still is on top. Now the Panthers are threatening to add more into this inning, as the first offering is going to be a ball taken low and away. Make it 1 ball, no strikes here. Now is batting with the shortstop, number 2, Mr. Lee Allen. Mr. Lee Allen takes one in, called for a strike, and that's going to even the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Mr. Allen tried to get on, button his way on, but was unsuccessful his first AB. So now he takes another one here and misses outside. Make the count 2 balls and 1 strikes now. Ybarra at first. Norris at third. Next one's going to be fouled away.
It's up. Out ball.
It's going to make the count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mr. Allen is just trying to see if he can put anything in play to score Mr. Norris, and he does just that right there. It's going to be a nice little blooper. And Tyron Norris is going to score. Ybarra being aggressive, trying to get from first to third. And Ybarra is going to be called out from a nice throw from Viado from center field. So now that's going to make it 2 outs. And Mr. Lee Allen's going to be able to advance to second off the throw.
Now coming to the plate for the Panthers, catcher number 4, Paul.
So now
Castro.
it makes it 4-3. Ybarra not having the type of speed that was needed to get from first to third. Almost being overly aggressive. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite the Panthers later on in this game, as his next offering is going to be a foul ball. It's going to go straight back, straight into the stands. Nice thing no one was hurt. Now it's going to bring up the catcher, Paul Castro. Castro earlier single his first AB. Now looking to see if he can put something together here and 1 more, at least tie this game. Mr. Lee Allen standing there at second base. No one really holding him on. And this one, the next offering from Castro to Castro. It's going to be fouled off. Straight back now. Make the count now. No balls. 2 strikes. Castro batting from the right-hand side. Castro pitching from the right-hand side. Comes set. Kicks. Fires a chopper that's going to be hit towards first base side, but it's going to be fouled. So he's going to go back and do everything all over again. 4-3 is our score here in the bottom of the third inning. Paul Castro now trying to see if he can just stay alive with 2 strikes on him. Next offering from Josiah Castro is going to miss high. Now he's going to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the Panthers catcher. Now Mr. Martin's going to hold Mr. Lee, standing out there at second just a little bit. And Mr. Lee's going to take third, get a nice jump. Mr. Jones was too far away from third base from the jump that Mr. Lee got and was able to steal third successfully. So now it's going to move him over to third. Make the count 2-2, but Josiah Castle's going to retire Paul Castro down on strikes swinging. And that will take us to the top of the fourth inning. The Panthers coming away with 2 runs off of 4 hits.
2 runs.
No errors.
No errors.
1 runner left on base.
Your score.
You are listening
Texas
to the
Southern,
Open Mic Broadcast Network.
PRAIRIE A&M.
Texas Southern
3.
on top right now by a score of 4-3 over the Panthers. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Tangersley Field here in Prairie View, Texas. To lead off for the Tigers will be number 32, Michael Gradeau. Gradeau is officially doesn't have an at bat yet. Walked his first AB and his first offering is taken low for a ball. So now, Mr. Allen still out there working for the Panthers, and this next pitch from Allen is going to be in for a strike on the outside. Even up to count 1 ball, 1 strikes now. Doe is going to take this one down the dirt. Make it 2 balls, 1 strikes now. Batting from the right-hand side. Doe is going to take this one. Ball's going to miss high. Make 3 balls and 1 strikes now. Allen sets, fires. This one's going to be called for a strike. Gradeau thought it was ball 4. And that's going to even make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Allen shaking off signs now. Gets it, sets, fires, and this one now it's going to miss low in the dirt. And that would be a walk. So Mr. Gradeau gets his second walk of the afternoon. Going to bring up the second baseman for the Tigers, Jonathan Trejo. Jonathan Trejo, single, brought in 2 runs, and he's going to lay this one down. It's going to be retrieved by Mr. Allen. He's going to flip this one over to Norris. It's going to be Jonas. He's going to retire Trejo. So 1 out here in the first, in the 4th inning, top of the 4th. It's going to bring up now the center fielder, Jordan Beato. Beato is 1 for 2 on the day. This next one's going to be a shot up the middle, and this one's going to be enough to score. Gradeau is cut off by Jones from the throw from Wise. And Jordan Gradeau, first pitch swinging, is going to score. Gradeau from second. Correction, Gradeau is now 1 for 2. He walked his first AB.
CJ Castillo.
So now it's going to bring up CJ Castillo, who is 1 for 2 in today's contest, playing first base. Beato, decent speed at first. Decides not to go on the first offering, and this one's going to be taken away for ball 1. To Mr. Castillo. No action going in right now in the Panthers bullpen. Score is 5-3 here in the top of the 4th. Preston Allen comes set. Takes a peek at first. Beato is on the run. There was a little hit and run action going on right there. Go back and do things over. Foul, that was straight back. make the count now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Panthers in double play formation. Trying to see if they can get a ground ball. This one's going to be a little blooper that's going to fall into center field. Seattle's going to try to think about getting from second to third. He's going to do that successfully. So we're going to have runners at the corners with 1 out. It's going to bring up the designated hitter now, Jason Lasso. Jason Lasso is 0 for 1 on the day. Walked his first AB, flied out to right field. Now, Mr. Lasso is trying to extend this Texas Southern lead right now, with runners at first and third with 1 out. Mr. Allen's first offering to Lasso is going to be take in for a ball high. Castillo's at first. Viriato at third base. Jonas holding. This ball's going to be hit to center field. This one's going to get down. We're already at the wall. Quick relay in. But Mr. Lasso is going to be in with the stand-up double. And Viriato is going to come around to score. Castillo's going to advance all the way from first to third. So now it's going to bring up third baseman Jaden Jones. It looks like the assistant coach for the Panthers. Mr. Happy is coming out to talk things over with Mr. Preston Allen, Mr. Anthony Mackin is trying to just settle down the junior, just maybe give the Panthers some time to try to get that reliever that seems like now I can see that's warming up in the Panthers bullpen. It'll be a lefty. Trying to make out that number as Mr. Coach Happy makes his way back to Panthers dugout. 6-3 is our score here in the top of the 4th inning. Tigers have runners at second and third with Jaden Jones here up the bat. And first one's going to be a chopper that's going to be retrieved by Yabra. And Yabra is going to pump fake. And had the runner, had Jaden Jones out at first, but Castillo had kind of ran and took Ybarra's eyesight off of, well, concentration, I should say, off from throwing the ball to first. So that's going to be an error on the E5. Now we're going to have the bases loaded here. Nick Nurse takes a turn into one. Hey, Nick Nurse has just hit a grand slam, first pitch swinging for the Texas Southern Tigers. So a mental error by Ybarra turns into a grand slam by Nick Burns. And that's going to extend Carter's lead now 10-3 here in the top of the 4th. And anybody, looks like there's another stoppage in the play right now as They're talking things over with Michael Robinson right now. I guess earlier in the first inning they had issued a warning to the Texas Southern side that either they're hearing words that are crossing the boundary, not trying to let Texas Southern at least trying to show some type of sportsmanship with it. But nevertheless, we're set here to go. Still got another stoppage in the play. It looks like Coach Riggins has seen enough out of his starter. And it looks like he's going to make that call to the pen. And we're going to step away and take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll give you who the new pitcher is for the Panthers. Remind you are listening to the Overnight Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Tangley Field. The new pitcher for the Panthers will be lefty, number 10, Corey Beatty, 5'9" freshman out of Orlando, Florida, East Ridge High School. So Mr. Preston Allen's day is done after 3 innings and a third of work, giving up 8 hits, 10 runs, 8 of them being earned. Walking 5, striking out 9. So now, Beatty's first pitch is low in the dirt. Up to bat now for the Tigers is the right fielder, number 31, Nazir Frederick. Frederick takes one high and outside. Make the count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, from the windup is Mr. Beatty. Beatty offers in a breaking ball that's going to fall in there for a strike. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, quickly is working his Beatty. Beatty offers another breaking ball. Comes up in front of the plate. Nice stop by Mr. Castro. But that's going to make the count now. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Beatty next 3-1 offering is going to be a ball in the dirt. So Mr. Frederick will make his way down to first base. Now I'll bring up shortstop. Number 4, Shannon Martin. Shannon Martin so far on the day is 0 for 1. Rounded out. Shortstop, his last AB. Beatty's first offering to Martin is down in the dirt. Making 1 ball, no strikes. Frederick, small lead compared over there to the lefty. And next offering from Beatty is going to be low, making now 2 balls and no strikes. Like there's some more activity over there going on in Panthers bullpen right now as Beatty's 2-0 offering misses low. And now make it 3 balls and no strikes. Warming up in for Panthers. It's number 34, Devin Ruda. Beatty's 3-1 offerings and 3-0 offers in for a strike. Make it 3-1 now. 3-1-2. The Tiger shortstop as Frederick was on the run, trying to steal second, but it was already a ball. But it looked like the ball hit
Now coming to the plate, catcher number 32.
Mr. Shannon, so it'll be a dead ball. So Shannon Martin is going to advance first Frederick to second. Now it's going to bring up the catcher, Michael Gradeau. Michael Gradeau takes ball one. Michael Gradeau led off this inning with the walk, and he's already back up to the plate for his second AB, and the next one misses up high. Make it 2 balls and no strikes now. Gradeau, back from right hand side, takes Beatty's pitch in for a strike. Make it now 2 balls and 1 strike. Beatty comes set, dishes. It's going to miss high and outside once again. Now make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Martin at first, Frederick at second, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Beatty's next one's going to bounce in the dirt and then seem to hit Gradeau. So now that's going to load up the bases. And it looks like Mr. Wiggins is going to make the walk out to the mound. It's like Mr. Beatty's afternoon is done, so we're going to step away. And when we come back, we'll tell you who the new pitcher is for the Panthers. Mind you, y'all listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The new pitcher is for the Panthers is number 34, Devin Aguado. Another lefty for the Panthers. Aguado, 5'10", graduate out of Sealy, Texas. Transfer from Coastal Bend College. So he's going to come in to relieve Mr. Corey Beatty, who was unsuccessful to record an out. Only faced 3 batters, walked 2 and hit 1. So now he is responsible for the runners out on first, second, and third. So now he's going to bring up to bat the second baseman, number 55, Jonathan Trejo. Trejo is 1 for 1 on for the day.
Number 55, Jonathan Trejo.
RBI single in the second inning, sacrifice bunt early here in the 4th. So now Trejo gets his second AB here in the inning, and he takes Devin's first pitch in for a strike. Devin Agudo trying to see him get the Panthers out of this jam. Comes set, fires. Agudo's next one's high. Now it's going to make the count even up at 1 ball, 1 strikes. Agudo taking his time. Clock was at 5 seconds. That one, it inside. Right at the knees, but just a bit inside. Now it's going to make the count now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Guido's next one's going to be a breaking ball, but in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strikes now to the Tigers' young second baseman. Guido's 3-1 offer is going to be a shot in the gap, and this one's going to get down. This one's going to score 2, maybe 3. So Trejo comes through with a 2 RBI double. And Frederick's going to come around and score. Martin's going to come around and score all the way from second. And Gradeau is going to advance to third. So now Tigers extend the lead now, 10-3 here in the top of the fourth inning. Now it's going to be the leadoff hitter. The leadoff hitter is going to do a suicide squeeze, and there's no one there. Didn't have a play at first base. So Jordan Viado first pitch bunt on the sacrifice squeeze. And in comes Gradeau from third.
Coming to the plate.
Trejo advancing
First base
to third.
CJ Castillo.
Vidiado on base. Another infield hit. So now score is 13-3 here in the top of the fourth. So now Guido is just trying to see if they can report that second out. And then another one, safety squeeze, as pulled this one back, but Viado is going to steal second base. No. Have runners at second and third. One out here in the fourth. Up to bat, first baseman CJ Castillo. Castillo is 2 for 3 on the day, as this check swing didn't hold up enough, according to Mr. Steve, home plate umpire. So now it's going to make the count 1 ball and 1 strikes now to the Tigers' first baseman. That makes an adjustment, steps up in front of the box now. And this next offering is going to be fouled away to the Tigers' bullpen. Now, Guda up in the count over Castillo's now. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Trying to see if he can find this tough out. Second out seems like the Panthers trying to find. Guda's next one's going to be a line drive that's going to get down. And coming around from second to score, there's going to be Viado cut off by Jonas. So Castillo extends the lead now with the 1 out, 2 RBI single. So now Texas Southern is leading now by a score of 15-3. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jason Lazo. Lazo is 1 for 2 on the day. Walked in the first, flied out to right field in the second. Then he hit a double here in the fourth inning. So now he gets his second crack at things here, as Aguda's first offering is low in the dirt. And for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and more action going in that top Panthers bullpen, as Aguda's next offering change up low in the dirt, making 2 balls and no strikes now. Looks like warming up for the Panthers, number 28, Tyson Carlton. Aguda's next offering is going to be down and low. Make it 3 balls and no strikes now to the Tigers' designated hitter. 1 out still here remaining here in the fourth inning. Small lead over there for Castillo's at first. And Lazo takes a 3-0 hacking. And this one is going to drop. Tried to make the basket catch. Was Lee Allen running into left field. That's going to be a hit. Seems like everything is going in the favor of Texas Southern this inning right now. Mr. Antoine Riggins, I think has seen enough out of Mr. Aguda. And Mr. Aguda, day is done. So Mr. Aguda is going to be replaced by Tyron Norris. Excuse me. Tyron Norris is Tyson Carlton. So Aguda couldn't come in and pick up and out. So his day is done. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here. And the top of the fourth, new pitcher for the Panthers is Tyson Carlton, the right-hander, 6'5", sophomore out of Allen, Texas. Trying to come in to relieve Mr. Aguda. Aguda couldn't record the second out, so Carlton is the third pitcher this inning for the Panthers. So Beatty was unsuccessful to record it out. His stat line: no hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out none. Aguda couldn't record an out, faced 4 batters, gave up 4 hits. 5 batters, gave up 4 hits, walked 1. As Mr. Carlton, first delivery is in for a strike to Mr. Jaden Jones now. Jaden Jones takes this 0-1 offering outside, even up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Jones is 1 for 3 on the day. This next one's going to miss. Make now 2 balls and 1 strike. Now, Carlton, runners at second, first. Next one, misses high, inside, make it 3 balls and 1 strike now. 2. The Tigers' third baseman. Now, Jaden Jones takes a hack at this one, going foul straight onto foul territory. Couldn't make a play on it, was Jonas nor Castro, so Jones is still alive. Going to make the count now. Full 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Mr. Jones. 1 out remaining here in the 4th inning. Carlton coming in to relieve. Third pitcher this inning. Right-hander comes set. Checks second. Set, fires. And that one's going to miss inside. And that's going to load the bases yet again for the Tigers. So now it's going to be Nitin Burns. Nitin Burns hit a grand slam earlier here in the 4th. Gets his second look at things here. He is 2 for 3 on for the day. 15-3 here. Nitin Burns going to hit this one down. Left field line's going to get to the wall. And Burns is going to quickly get this in, cut it off by Mr. Lee. But Nitin Burns continues to have an outstanding day. It's just a triple away from the cycle, isn't it, Burns? Now, Extends that lead now. 17-3 here in the top of the fourth. Castillo at third. Jones at third. Burns at second. Up to bat now. Right fielder, Lazier Frederick. Lazier Frederick is 0 for 1 on the day and takes a hefty swing at this next offering from Carlton. A bit late on it. Now it's going to make it 1 ball and 1 strikes to the Tigers right fielder. Righty on righty matchup here. And this next one from Carlton is going to miss high. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike now. On deck for the Tigers. Number 4, shortstop Shannon Martin. And Carlton drops in the breaking ball in for strike number 2, even up his count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice turnout here in Tennessee Field for game number 3. So far, Texas Southern has been able to control this one. Frederick's going to go down on strikes. Didn't fully commit to the swing. Just kind of a excuse me by the swing. Didn't make up his mind. Pitch ended up being in the zone. So down goes on strike is Frederick. So now it's going to bring up the shortstop Martin. Martin is 0 for 1 on the day. Sacrifice bunt in the second. Hit by a pitch earlier here in the fourth and grounded out to shortstop in the third. So now he takes the second offering from Carlton. That one misses low. Make it now 2 balls and no strikes now. Runners at second and third. 2 outs here in the fourth. Carlton's next one he misses. Blowing away, make the count down 2 balls and no strikes. Carlton comes set, kicks, fires, offers in the 3-0 strike now. Make the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Carlton comes set, kicks. It's going to be a fly ball hit to right field. Underneath it is Mr. Smith. And that will finally retire this top of the 4th inning. Panthers find themselves trailing now by a score of 17
at the end of the top of the 4th inning
to 3.
For TSU, there were 13 runs, 10 hits, 0 errors, and 2 left on base.
Panthers
Your score,
giving up 13
Tigers,
runs,
17.
off
Panthers,
10 hits,
3.
no errors. 2 runners left on base. We're going to take a break. When we come back, they're giving you coverage of the bottom of the 4th. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Tennessee Field for the start of the bottom of the 4th inning. Texas Southern was able to capitalize, scoring 13 runs in the top of the 4th to extend their lead here, 17-3 over the Panthers. As up to bat, it's going to be Mr. Isaac Gaviria. After 2 pitches, he goes down, flying out to the center fielder,
Next at bat on Panthers,
Jordan
right
Beato.
field, number 44, Michael Smith.
So now it's going to bring up the leadoff batter, number 44, Michael Smith. Michael Smith is 0 for 1 on the day. Takes first pitch in for a strike from Josiah Castro. Castro's out there still dealing. Now has a pretty sizable lead to be comfortable Next offering from Castro misses low and away. Even up the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Partly cloudy here in Prairie, Texas. Still about 72 degrees, wind blowing. The wind is picked up as this next one. Foul straight back to the backstop, making now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind blowing out. Straight center field. So you can get a hold of one. The wind could possibly help you get out of here. This next one is just excuse me. Fight off swing to stay alive from Castro's breaking ball. So now count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I got a stoppage in the play. Castro's working a bit too fast. Steve, home plate umpire, had to settle him down. So now Castro's next offering is going to be down in the dirt. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Mr. Smith. Smith batting from the right-hand side. Takes a jab, but it's going to hold on to the pitch that's outside. It's going to run the count full. Comes set. This one's going to hit Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smith is going to be on base for the 2nd time today. He got walked over in the 2nd.
Center fielder, number 16.
So now it's going to bring up the center fielder, Garrison Wise. Garrison Wise is 0 for 2 on the day. Quick check in on Mr. Smith. As Castro trying to backdoor him, but Mr. Smith is in safely. So now Castro's trying to see if we can roll up a double play and get out of this bottom of the 4th inning. As his first offering is a curveball in the dirt, blocked well by Gradeau to keep Mr. Smith from advancing. So now make it 1 ball, no strikes to the Panthers center fielder. Castro's next offering is going to be down. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Panthers got a lot to come back from, trailing now by a score of 14. And this next one, Castro hits the inside, called for a strike. Now Castro comes set, deals, fires in another strike. Going to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Garrison. One out here in the bottom of the 4th as Garrison takes a swing. This one will be a line drive right to Jordan Viado, and Michael Smith has to retreat back to first base as Viado tries to take a shot of throwing him out at first base. Seems like Mr. Smith got a little bit
left fielder, number 18. Michael
far out there to Viado's liking. Echo tried to double him up, but Mr. Smith was able to make it back safely. So, but now we do have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. So now Gradeau is going to get nailed by another hit by a pitch.
Next at bat for the Panthers.
So Prairie is going to take it any way they could get him now. So now Mr. Gradeau is able to walk it off on his own power, as now it's going to be a times called here. As Mr. Robertson wants to talk things over with with Castro. There is action in Texas Southern bullpen right now. Is warming up for Tigers. It's number 10, Isaac Garcia. The righty going right now. Looks like Coach Robinson was just Going out there to top, settle his starter down. Just need one out here, son. Also just trying to kill some time. Get his reliever warmed up just in case Castro gets himself into a bit more trouble. Right now, the Panthers have runners on first and second. 2 outs here at the bottom of the fourth is going to bring up first baseman Marshall Jonas. Marshall Jonas is going to take Castro's first offering. He's going to miss up high. And they get 1 ball, no strikes. Jonas is 1 for 2 on the day so far. Jonas, next one takes a swing, puts a high up in the air. Viato's going to be able to camp underneath it, track it down, and that will conclude things here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Bottom of the fourth inning for the Panthers. There were no runs, no hits,
no
errors,
no
and
hits.
2 left on base.
No errors and 2 runners
Your
left
score,
on base.
TSU 17.
And that's going to take us to
PMU 3.
the 5th inning. Panthers trailing by a score of 17-3, and so far, this is Josiah Castro has been able to control this game, and also given the huge hefty lead he was given in the top of the fourth, has been able to work too hard. The Panthers were trying to put in a little comeback. Had got the lead all the way down to 1, 4-3 after putting up 2 runs in the third. But the Tigers were able to respond, adding 13. And now here we are in the top of the 5th. Carlton, the new pitcher that came in to relieve in the top of the 4th. Carlton's going to stay out there. We'll have this time to thank our sponsors here. PRAIRIE Athletic Club, servicing athletes since 1986. Panther backers, service to athletes since 1995.
Catcher number 32, Michael
Temple of Refuge Ministries. Listen live each and every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Dialing 857-770-0000. Building the kingdom one soul at a time. Steelers ready to get set back into action. Carlton's first offering to the leadoff batter, Michael Gradell, is fouled straight back. With the count now, no balls and 1 strike. Working from the windup is Carlton, and this one's going to be a spike in the dirt, blocked by Castro. To even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gradell coming in, technically has not established a B so far. He has walked 3 times. He's been up to plate, and it takes a strike called in for strike number 2. This one, it's going to be another ball that's spiked in the dirt. Making now 2 balls and 2 strikes now. To the Tigers catcher. Carlton, wide sets and offers up a breaking ball, but Gradell barely gets a piece of it to hang in there, foul it off. So he's gifted another life. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Carlton's trying to set down Gradell. Kick fires, and this one's going to miss outside. Carlton thought he might have struck him out. Just a bit outside, according to Mr. Steve Holbrook. Now it's going to make the count full. Sets fires. It's going to be a shot. It's going to get down into left field in for a single. So Gordell gets his first hit of the game. Make himself 1 for 1. Now it's going to bring up the second baseman, the freshman, Jonathan Trejon. Trejon just came up clutch in 2 key situations today for the Tigers as he takes Carlton's first offering down and low and away for strike number 1. For ball number 1. Small lead over there for Gordell at first base. Doesn't show a threat of stealing. Carlton working from the stretch. Breaking ball misses. Short of the plate. Blocked by Castro. Down 2 balls and no strikes. Trejo batting from the right-hand side. Takes Carlton's breaking ball. It's going to miss low and away. Make it now 3 balls and no strikes. Trejo 2 for 2 on the day so far. Carlton next pitch hits the outside black for strike number 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Carlton's going to step off. He regrouped. He was in the windup for a second, but stepped back off to get from the stretch. Comes set, kicks, fires. It's going to be a ball that's going to be lifted up in the air in the right field. Camping underneath it is Michael Smith. Michael Smith's going to be able to retain that one and get it in quickly. Retrieved by, cut off by Mr. Davila, and that's going to retire Mr. Jonathan Trejo for the first out in the 5th inning. Now it's going to bring up the leadoff batter, center fielder, Jordan Viado. Viado is 2 for 3 on the day with a stolen base and a walk, and takes his first pitch in for a strike. Small lead still over there for Gordell at first base. Carlton comes set, kicks, fires. It's going to be a ground ball hit up the middle, retrieved by Lee, steps on second, fires over to Jonas, but Jonas couldn't come away with the scoop. Kind of a low throw, but we're able to get 1 out. So Gordell
now coming to the plate,
reaches pretty safely on the fielder's choice.
CJ Castillo.
And Gordell is out at second, so now it's going to be 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Bring up now first baseman CJ Castillo. Castillo is 3 for 4 on the day so far. Castillo takes ball at the knees for strike number 1. Viado does have a stolen base on the day so far. And with the large lead, we'll see if he decides to still be aggressive here. Does not. This one's going to be a line drive, and Mr. Castillo's going to have his 4th hit of the game. As advancing from first to third is Viado. And now it's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jason Lazo. So now runners at first and third, 2 outs. And the Tigers knocking on the door to add on to this lead. 17-3 here in the top of the 5th. Panthers already using their 4th pitcher of the game here. Carlton comes set, kicks, fires a ground ball that's going to be caught by Jonas in fair territory. He's going to be able to step on the bag himself to retire Mr. Lazo for the 3 unassisted on the putout. So that will conclude the 5th inning. Tigers with 2 runners left on base. Errors off 2 hits and no runs. On we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Your score, Texas Southern 17, PRAIRIE A&M
5th inning.
3.
It's being brought to you by the Temple Refuge Ministry. You can always listen live each and every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, by dialing 857-777-0000. Building the kingdom one soul at a time. Coming in to relieve Mr. Josiah Castro. Seems like his day is done. Will be number 10 for Tigers, and that is Mr. Isaac Garcia. Isaac Garcia is right-hander, 5'11", junior out of Permian, Texas. So Mr. Castro's evening is done. Going 4 innings.
Pitch on the mound for the Tigers.
Giving up 7 hits, 3 runs.
Number 10, Isaac Garcia.
Walking 2. Striking out 2. And hit 2 batters. So right now Castro would be the winning pitcher. The Tigers gonna seem to hold on to this lead right now. Leading right now by a score of 17-3. On we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off
Now
for
coming to the plate for the Panthers.
the Panthers.
Number 24,
Number 24, Tyron Norris.
Norris.
Tyron Norris is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out, swinging his first AB, and single in the 3rd. Later able to come around to score. So now Norris is trying to see if he can start off and be a leadoff base runner for these Panthers. Finding himself in a bit of a hole right now. No action going on in the bullpen right now for either team. So now Garcia, side stepper, comes in off and fires in a strike first pitch. Comes set, winds up, offers it another strike there in the knees. Now quickly is ahead is Isaac Garcia on Mr. Norris. No balls, 2 strikes. Now sets, fires, and this was going to be a strike 3 called out, looking on the corner. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out.
Next at bat for the Panthers.
Here,
Third baseman.
the bottom of the 5th inning.
Pitch. Ybarra.
Now it's going to bring up Ybarra, third baseman. It's 1 for 2 on the day. And the next one is in for a strike. Quickly, it's working is Mr. Garcia. 1 ball, no strike pitch is in for strike number 2. So 5 pitches, 5 strikes. Throw so far from Mr. Garcia. So now Mr. Ybarra is facing the 0-2 count. Garcia works quick, and this one's going to be a ground ball hit to the second baseman, Jonathan Trejo. He feels this one cleanly to retire Mr. Ybarra.
Shortstop, number 2.
Now it's going to bring up the shortstop. Number 2, Lee Allen. So 6 pitches, 2 outs already for Mr. Isaac Garcia. And he's already off to a great start in his first inning of duty. His first pitch in for a strike to Mr. Allen. Working quickly again is Mr. Isaac. Isaac throws in another strike in at the knees for strike number 2. This one's going to be a crown ball hit to Jonathan Trejo again, so that's going to retire the Panthers. A kind of a unique, immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 3 outs, all 9 pitches for strikes.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base.
But that's going to
Your score:
conclude
Tigers 17,
5 innings of work.
3.
Panthers score no runs, off no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. That's going to take us to the top of the 6th inning. Mind you, are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Tinsley Field Stadium. Currently, the Tigers are on top right now by a score 17-3 over the Panthers. It's leading off will be the third baseman, Jaden Jones, and he takes a hefty swing at his first breaking ball offered from Carlton for strike number 1. Jaden Jones is 1 for 3 on the day, as it's going to be a foul ball hit left side and the right side, I should say. And over there in foul territory, to camp underneath it to retire Mr. Jaden Jones is Marshall Jonas. So that will be the first out.
Number 16, it burns.
Top of the 6th inning. So that would make Mr. Jonas now 1 for 4 on the day. I'm sorry, 1 for 5. So now it's going to bring up the hot batter right now. It'll be Nin Burns. And Burns, 3 for 4 on the day. Takes another one. And for strike number 2, so quickly is ahead in the count. It's Mr. Carlton. No balls, 2 strikes, 2. The Tigers left fielder. And this one is a bit inside, almost catches Nin Burns. It's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nin Burns did homer earlier in the top of the 4th inning as he fouls this one straight back. Keep the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a grand slam. That it's a no-doubter, which was just a little bit of the surge that happened in the 4th inning done by the Tigers to extend their lead. So Carlton's next breaking ball pitch misses low and away to even the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Working from the windup, set, fires, and this is just a stabbing swing by Burns just to stay alive. Keep the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're now here in the top of the 6th inning. Clouds making their way through. Sky's coming a little bit clear. Wind still moving. Blowing as far like it was.
Foul ball.
Carlton's next offering is foul straight back. Panthers wearing uniforms with the white pants. Visiting Texas come in the gray uniforms. Marine number out, trimmed with the white as Carlton's 2-2 pitch is going to miss. Low and away is now going to have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Mr. Nin Burns. Carlton's full count pitch is going to be hit straight into center field. Camping underneath it is Wise. And that's going to retire Mr. Nin Burns, make him 3 for 5 on the day. Now it's going to bring up the right. It's going to be a pinch hitter. It was supposed to be the right fielder, number 31. Lazar Frederick, but it seems like his day is done. Coming up to bat, number 13. Raphael Gross. So he's going to come in. Bat, lefty, righty, I should say. So gets his first AB here in top of the 6th. Carlton winds, kicks, fires, swing and a miss from Mr. Gross. Down and count, no balls and 1 strike. Carlton working quickly, sets, spikes it over, down in the dirt. No avail, make the count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Raphael Gross coming in to pitch hit. Doesn't like this one, kind of shaking his head. But did paint the outside corner. Call strike to make it now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlton now sets, fires off as a breaking ball. It's going to catch. Raphael Gross down looking at it. Strikes him out. He looks over to the side. Carlton looks over to
at the end of the top of the 6th. TSU. No runs. No hits. No errors.
The dugout, but he's looking to retire. Pitch hitter Raphael Gross on strikes. Looking. So that's going to take us now to bottom of the 6th inning. Panthers got a lot of work to do here. Got some defensive substitutions. And now for Tigers, like coming in for Trejo, playing second base. It's going to be number 15. That is Jesse Herrera. So Jonathan Trejo Day is done. He went 2 for 3. 2 clutch hits. 4 RBIs. So Freshman's Day is done. They've extended up the lead right now. Out pitching still is number 10. Is Isaac Garcia. Isaac Garcia threw 9 pitches in his first inning of work. Retired. The Panthers 3 up, 3 down. So now it's going to bring up the catcher, Paul Castro, for the Panthers. Castro is 1 for 2 on the day. Singles in the second, struck out in the third. As he takes a swing at this one. This one's going off over second base. Jumping, tried to make it out of his extended reach. So Paul Castro is going to reach base safely
Second base
with the single.
Number 7.
So now it's going to bring up Isaac Davila, the second baseman for the Panthers. He is 0 for 1 on the day with the walk. So now Castro with the small lead. At first it's going to be a ground ball received by Martin. Martin's going to give a step on second and go out Davila for the 6-3 double play.
Next at bat for the Panthers.
So
Right
now
field.
quickly,
Number 44. Michael
2 outs
Smith.
here in the second inning. Excuse me, the 6th inning. 3 pitches, 2 outs. So far, Mr. Garcia has been efficient with his pitches, as his first one is in for a ball, leading, now hitting number 44 right fielder Michael Smith for the Panthers. As he takes this next one, it's going to be a bit below the knees, making now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now next one change up in for a strike. So now it's going to make it now 2 balls. There's 1 strike now for Panthers leadoff hitter. Isaac Garcia offers up another change up in. And Mr. Michael Smith out in front. So now it's going to even up the count now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Isaac sets to go here. Ball out almost bit inside, almost hit. Mr. Smith once again for his second day. But now it's going to make the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Isaac Garcia's next one's going to be a chopper hit to Jaden Jones. Going to stay in foul territory. Takes a scoop at, chucks over a shot over there to first base. Able to retire Mr. Michael Smith on the 5-3 putout. So that makes Mr. Smith now 0-2 on the day.
There were no runs, 1 hit.
So Panthers go down yet again. 1, 2, 3. Here he is.
Your score:
6.
17.
No runs. No hits. No errors. No runners left on base. On we go to the top of the 7th inning, where the Texas Southern leading by a score of 17-3. You are listening to the RUBBERMATCH Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Leading off for the Tigers will be shortstop number 4, Shannon Martin. Shannon Martin is 0-for-2 on the day. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd. Grounded out to shortstop 3rd. Hit by pitch of the 4th. Flied out in the 2nd, he'd be in the 4th. So now he gets his 5th plate appearance here, as first offering from Carlton is going to miss low and get away from Castro. Ball number 1. Here we are at the top of the 7th. Carlton still out there for the Panthers for his 2nd inning of work. And he offers in. Breaking ball would have missed high, making 2 balls and no strikes. This breaking ball pitch is going to fall in for a strike now, making now 2 balls and 1 strike. From the windup sets, another breaking ball. Ball is hit to center fielder Wise. Wise tracking and camps underneath it. Going to be able to make the catch to retire Mr. Martin.
Next at bat for the Tigers.
Now it's going to bring up
catcher number 32, Michael Godot.
Catcher Michael Godot. Godot is 1-for-1 in the game with 3 walks. Scored 3 times. Carlton's first pitch to Godot is in for a strike. Now, no balls, 1 strikes on deck is number 15. Jesse Herrera, he came in for substitution for Jonathan Trejo. Carlton next one gets away, gets to the backstop. It's going to be ball number 1. So make it now 1 ball and 1 strikes now to the Tigers catcher. Carlton comes set. Ball's going to miss high. Now 2 balls and 1 strikes now. Carlton, windup comes set. Offers a breaking ball. This one's going to be hit high in the air, retrieved by Yarbrough. Yarbrough's going to be able to catch that one on the F5 put out. So now quickly is there 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Now it's going to bring up the substitution now. That is Jesse Herrera. So Jesse Herrera comes now batting from the left-hand side. And this one's going to hit Mr. Herrera. So Mr. Herrera going to make his way down to first base with the hit by pitch. That's how the Tigers get their lead off, their first runner on here in the 7th with 2 outs. Now it's going to bring up number 8, Noah Butler. Butler's coming in for Jordan Vidiato. Butler takes a strike. Seems to disagree with it. Nevertheless, the count is no balls and 1 strike. Carlton sets one from the windup, from the stretch. And drops in a breaking ball in there for strike number 2. So now, Carlton in the windup now. Now he's going to step off and get back in the stretch. Work from the windup with the run on first. He can just easily take second base. So now goes back to the stretch. Small lead over there at first base. Here's Herrera. Nice little secondary jump. This ball's gonna be hit to y'all, Brady. Snap it down. Stick to step in the throw over to first base to retire. Mr. Butler. 45-3 put out. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. Up for the Panthers.
There were no runs,
Going to
no
be
hits, no errors.
Mr. Wise,
Your score,
Burrows,
Tigers, 17.
and Jonas.
Panthers,
So on we go to the bottom of the 7th. Texas Southern on top right now by a score 17-3. Picked up no hits, no runs, no errors. 1 runner left on base there at the top of the 7th. Y'all listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, home and the voice of student. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Taking over defensively for the Tigers in center field will be Noah Butler. And at second is Mr. Herrera. So those are the only substitutions officially made for
now, coming to the plate for the Panthers,
the Tigers, as well as 13. Mr. Ross is out there in right field for Bizarre Frederick. So now it's going to bring up to bat Mr. Harrison Wise here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mr. Wise is 0 for 3 on the day. And new pitcher in now for the Tigers will be number 3. That is Joseph Villara. Lefty comes in. First offering is a ball to Mr. Wise. Wind up, sets, deals, and this one's going to miss a bit below the knees. Gonna make it now 2 balls and no strikes. Valera, lefty, 5'10" junior out of Corpus Christi, transfer out of Alvin Community College. This next one is going to be in for a strike. So now it's going to make it 2 balls and 1 strike now to the Panthers center fielder. Set, kicks, fires. This one's going to be a ball that's going to be snapped. Back up the middle. Nice defensive play. Agility by Valera to jump up to
now coming to the plate for the Panthers,
get the chopper that would have got over his head. A little bit of a tough play for either shortstop and second baseman to come away with the speed that Wise has. They're able to jump up and snag it and retire Mr. Wise on the 1-3 putout. So now it's going to bring up Panthers left fielder Michael Burrows. And Burrows looks in at a strike in at the knees. Burrows is 1 for 2 on the day, double in the first. Grounded out. Short third base, 3rd inning. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. And this one is swing and a miss. Foul tip in the glove for strike number 2. So now quickly down in the count 0-2 is Mr. Burrows. Valero checks kick is going to be a line drive over the shortstop's head. Going to be down for a hit. Retrieving it, throwing it back in is Mr. Burns.
Next at bat for the Panthers. First baseman, number 26, Marshall Jonas.
Burrows is able to extend the inning with the 1-out hit. He's going to bring up the first baseman, Marshall Jonas. Jonas is 1 for 3 on the day. Trying to see if we can just spark something into that Panthers dugout. Trying to see if we can announce a comeback. And this pickoff move on, and it's going to get Mr. Burrows. Caught Mr. Burrows leaning just a little bit. Mr. Valera able to retire Mr. Michael Burrows on the pickoff attempt. So now quickly it is still 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 7th. Valera now was in the stretch. Now it goes back into the windup and fires in the strike. So change up into Mr. Jonas. So now quickly working ahead. No balls, 1 strike. Shakes off Mr. Burrows. Now is set, winds up, kicks, fires. This ball's going to be outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes to the Panthers' first baseman. Valero working quick now, trying to see if he can retire Mr. Jonas and get a 1-2-3 inning. This one's going to be an offering to Mr. Valero's pitching the dirt. Curveball. I had Mr. Jonas out in front, looked like he was just swinging regardless. But to no avail, came up short-handed for strike number 2. This one's going to be a chopper hit to third base. Jaden Jones able to retrieve it. Powers and strike going to Cupid Stadium. That's going to conclude this 3-game series.
Your final score: Texas Southern.
As Texas
17.
Southern
PRAIRIE A&M 3.
is going to come out victorious here in game number 3. Final score is 17-3. Series going 2-1 advantage of Texas Southern. And we're going to step away, take a quick break, and we get right back post game here. Box scores in today's contest. Now you are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of student athletics. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. The Tigers were victorious here in Game 3 by a score of 17-3 over the Panthers. The winning pitcher in today's contest is Josiah Castro. Castro was able to go 4 innings, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 of those being earned, walking 2, striking out 2, and hitting 2. Leading the save today will be Mr. Valero. Valero came in with his 1 inning award, giving up 1 hit. The losing pitcher today will be Mr. Preston Allen for the Panthers. Mr. Allen was only able to go 3 innings and a third, giving up 8 hits, 10 runs. 8 of those being earned, walking 5, striking out none. At one point, the Panthers were trailing by a score of 4-3 going into the top of the 4th. And the Texas Southern Tigers were able to open up a 13-inning to separate themselves here in this contest, and were able to walk away victorious. The final game ended at 3:36. I am Philip Prince. I want to thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast here at Tankersley Field. Panthers falling short here by a score of 17-3. We'll be here to give you coverage of the Panthers' next broadcast here, March 26 here when they face Houston Tillerson. Again, we want to thank you. Until then, we'll see you on the other side.